guys. Well, actually, it's almost afternoon. Happy Vlogmas Day 16. Let me tell you guys, I am tired today. I actually did sleep in for me, which was waking up at 9 a.m., which is actually unheard of. Definitely did not have an ideal sleep situation, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. I definitely need some matcha in my system, so let's open up the advent calendars. Sock advent calendar first. This is falling apart. We've got these guys. They don't look familiar to me at all. Very cute socks though. I love purple. Siate Advent. We got lucky yesterday with a good metallic one, but I have a feeling today will be a cream. It says, make it happen, shock everyone. And we've got this very shocking blush nude called I Want Candy. I'm shocked. And finally, what I've been needing today. So we are on day number 16, and it is a spoon. The one day I need actual matcha is a spoon, but that's okay. That's actually a good thing. Doesn't look like it's a full teaspoon, but it is a spoon, and I do need matcha, but that's okay because that means that we can select from one of our matchas that we have not had yet. These are all ones that have passed that I have not tried yet. I'm gonna make Ryan pick for me. You come pick my matcha. He picked blueberry. I really don't think I'm gonna like this blueberry one, let me tell you. And I also didn't think I'm gonna be using my spoon for this because it's a single serving. I do have to say, I think this is a design flaw because this should have been the first day. I don't know why they're just giving me a spoon halfway through it, because what was I supposed to use before? Do I use all of this? Oh my gosh, this is too much. This smells so artificial. I am not looking forward to this. Okay, let's just try it. The first sip was bad, but the aftertaste is actually good. When it's in my mouth, like when I'm drinking it, it tastes bad. But the aftertaste tastes like blueberries. I don't know how I'm gonna drink this. Ugh. The aftertaste is so good though. Oh my gosh, this is a struggle. Okay, while I am drinking it, it's terrible. And then every time I say that, I'm like, no, it's not that bad. Let me drink it again. And then I take a sip and it's terrible. And then I swallow and I'm like, oh, this tastes delicious. I guess 2.5 because it's like a 1 for the flavor and then a 5 for the aftertaste. This is rough. This is gonna be a rough day. One of you commented on yesterday's video that if this is a segmented lamp, I could potentially remove a couple of the segments and make it a shorter lamp. And I remembered when I put it together, I did have to like screw all of these pieces in. So I just took it apart. Here's what we're looking at right now. I am struggling. The base doesn't let the plug through. It's not big enough. I unscrewed a bunch of pieces. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to make this work again, to be honest. There is, however, a couple of screws on the side. If I remove those, then I can pull the segments out. That would be really convenient because I know that this lamp is bright enough. So it is now 3 o'clock. I have been doing work stuff, but I just spoke with my doctor on the phone. Oh, by the way, I did put on some makeup, but I did just talk to my doctor on the phone, so I figured I would tell you guys what has been going on with me because I have been having a bit of a hard time, and it kind of just all came to a head last night, which is why I didn't sleep very well. Just to give you some background information, I have been on medication for several years. I've been taking the same medication for many, many years. I don't like to specify which medication it is because I don't want people to think that they should be taking the same one as me. You know, obviously you should be taking what your doctor recommends you, but I do take a medication for depression and anxiety, and it's something that I've been taking for a really long time. It's been working for me really well. Every few years I do have to up the dosage a tiny bit, and that is something that I obviously do with my doctor. Back in May, I was having a really difficult time. I was feeling really anxious. I was feeling very depressed, and I knew that it was time for me to up my medication again. So I spoke with my doctor. He upped my dosage, and I remember the first night I take it, because I take it at night, for some reason, actually I feel like I should warn you guys, if anybody is watching this with kids, it's about to get a little PG-13, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, I remember the first time I took it, that night, in the middle of the night, for some reason I thought I was awake. I was actually sleeping, and I thought that a murderer had slipped into our apartment and was standing over our bed about to hurt Ryan. I laugh about about it now, but obviously at the time I was terrified. So I, started screaming. Obviously it woke Ryan up, who then woke me up. And then, I was terrified because I was like, I have no idea why that happened. And I like made him turn on all the lights and check the apartment. And keep in mind, we are in an apartment on a higher floor behind a locked door. We lock our bedroom door when we're sleeping. And also the building, you have to be a resident to get into the building. So, I mean, it was a pretty unreasonable nightmare, but obviously like at 3 in the morning, that's a terrifying thing. That happened. And I was like, maybe it's just because I started taking this higher dosage and I'll just get used to it. And then everything seemed fine. And then like a week later, something similar happened where I thought I was awake. I thought there was somebody standing over me, trying to hurt me or whatever. And I screamed myself awake again. I figured that it was maybe just me adjusting to the higher dosage of medication. And I just kept on telling myself, like, I just need to get used to the medication. I just need to get used to it because I've upped my dosage before and it's always been fine. That never stopped happening. So like once a week since May, I have had these night terrors. It's like fine during the day, like I think about it and I laugh because it's kind of like funny in retrospect, making Ryan like wake up and take care of me in the middle of the night and like check under the bed for monsters. But obviously it's like a problem because one, it affects our quality of sleep, and two, a lot of times I wake up and I'm so terrified I just like start crying because it feels so real to me. That's something that I've been struggling with, and I kept on telling myself like I'm gonna call the doctor, and I was like, maybe I just need a month, and then it was just maybe I need 2 months, and then maybe I need 3 months, and then it got to the point where I kept on telling myself I would call the doctor, but then during the day it doesn't seem so bad, so then I would just never call. But last night I had a really bad one. I don't really understand what happened. I was just screaming and thrashing and like crying. I heard Ryan trying to wake me up, and sometimes he has to like hold me down because I'm like thrashing so much, like I don't want to hurt myself. I was just like screaming like crazy. It was absolutely terrible. I was so scared. I didn't want to get up, even though I kind of had to go to the bathroom, and I like didn't want to get out of bed because I was so terrified. I was really worried that our neighbors were going to call the police because I was so loud and just screaming so much. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I left a message for my doctor this morning, and then I've been kind of trying to put it out of my mind, but I finally just spoke to him and just expressed all of this stuff. And I was like, I keep on trying to give myself time to get used to the higher dosage of medication, but I am just constantly having these night terrors, and it's getting to a point where I just can't deal with it anymore. It's like becoming overwhelming for me. So I'm feeling really relieved right now because, he kind of validated my concerns and, said that that's not supposed to be happening and that maybe I am taking too high of a dosage. So he put me back on the dosage that I used to be on. So tonight I'm going to start taking a lower dosage, and I have a feeling that it's going to take some time to adjust to. I think I might be dealing with a little bit more anxiety than usual for the next week or two, just while my body adjusts. But honestly, I'm just hoping that these night terrors stop. I feel like if somebody had warned me about night terrors ahead of time, I wouldn't have thought anything of it because I have nightmares. I think, and I'm sure anybody else who takes an antidepressant can probably share the experience that, a lot of times we have vivid dreams. Sometimes they're scary dreams, but when you wake up, it's over. And I never realized how serious night terrors are. Like, there's just nothing I can do to stop them, even rationally. For some reason, my body reacts just in such a crazy way that I'm just screaming and crying, and I'm kind of ranting right now, but they're a lot scarier than I thought they would be. And again, I really try not to let it affect me during the day, but like just last night, I did not want to fall back asleep. I had to go to the bathroom and I did not want to get up because I was so scared of getting out of bed. It's not even like real things at this point that I'm scared of in the middle of the night. Like I see like actual monsters and stuff, and I think that they're coming to hurt me, and I'm just like in terror. So it's definitely not a good situation. It's gonna take me some time to determine if they've stopped because it doesn't happen every night. Like I said, it happens like once a week and sometimes even once every 2 weeks. It's gonna be a while before I can see if it hasn't stopped. You know what I mean? Like I need to just wait and see if I have one again. But I'm feeling pretty relieved right now that I am able to go back down onto the lower dosage. And I think it's something that I kind of wanted to be able to do anyway, just because when I went on the higher dosage, I was going through a very difficult time, but I'm feeling better now, so I think it's okay, and my doctor confirmed that it's okay for me to go back down on a lower dosage anyway. And he did say, if it's too much for me, I can switch to a different medication, but that's kind of what's been going on right now. And like I said, during the day it doesn't even feel like anything. Like I laugh about it because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I like woke up and did this. But I mean, it just gets to be a lot. And Ryan also told me, which I didn't even know this, but every time he like moves in his sleep, like adjusts himself, I like cry out, and I didn't even know that I do that. So I guess it's really affecting me a little bit more than I even realized. I'm just tired of waking up bursting into tears, like my throat being raw from screaming. Like any day now, my neighbors are gonna call the cops and think that something terrible is happening in this apartment. So yeah, I just figured I would update you guys. I don't really know why I'm telling you, to be honest, but I guess that's kind of the thing about this Vlogmas, is that I'm just kind of experiencing every day and going through the highs and lows of the day, and you're here to experience it along with me. It's honestly kind of a relief, to be honest. I know I've shared a little bit about the night terrors on my main channel, like in fun facts and stuff. Like I said, I just feel like during the day it doesn't feel like such a big deal, but then there are nights like last night where it's just a lot. Anyway, I will stop ranting now. I do have to get back and do some more work. I keep on forgetting to show you guys the clothes that I ordered from Hot Topic, like in an actual try-on, but I'm just like a little sweaty and nervous from having that phone call and, you know, explaining everything to my doctor, so probably will not do that today. But we are going to build a gingerbread house tonight, so I hope you guys are interested in joining us for that. I'm actually really excited because we got an Oreo flavored gingerbread house. I guess it's not really gingerbread, it's an Oreo house, but I am very excited to eat it because we enjoy Oreos. I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hi friends, it is now 7:30. We just finished up eating dinner. We've just had leftovers because we made so much of the chicken piccata yesterday, and it was just as delicious today, let me tell you. I am honestly super full right now, but we did buy this gingerbread house. Originally, we were gonna buy 2 gingerbread houses and have like a little contest and see who was better at making a gingerbread house, but neither of us ever finish eating them, so maybe if we just got one, we figured that would be enough for us. And I found this Oreo gingerbread house. It's not even gingerbread, I don't know why I'm calling it that. It's a holiday chocolate cookie house. It looks absolutely delicious. There's candy and stuff in here. That's the evening plan. I think we're gonna digest a little bit because I think the best part about making a gingerbread house is eating it while you're making it. So wait a little bit, then we'll make it. We'll have a good night. Do a little unboxing. We got some mini Oreos. Here's all of our pieces. We got regular Oreos, gumdrops, and these little balls. It's very good frosting. Decorating it and then putting it together is actually the smarter idea, but that's not how you're supposed to do it. I don't know. I have no idea how we're gonna do this side. Now you just hold it there. Do you see this?
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do? Not quickly, all right. I don't really see this staying. But yeah, this will cement them in, you know? Why would you do that? Why are they called gumdrops? Are they gum?
Does not look good.
That's fine. You can before it dries.
Do it.
I'm not doing it, you do it. Oh no, it's gonna make a mess. That doesn't look good. Is that festive? I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Every time you bite into one of those, it sounds like you're breaking teeth, to be honest. I'm getting worse and worse at this. Oh. We have to make a snowman like this. Oh, come on. I'm gonna make this snowman. This guy's gonna be good looking. I don't know how his head's supposed to stay on. It's dry. You can't do that anymore.
Oh, it looks good.
There's my snowman. Oh, all right. Here he is. I think it was good. This frosting is good. I don't like the taste of those, so I'm shocked that you keep eating them. Definitely not my best work. It's definitely not great. But you know what? It tastes good. That's what matters. Well, that was fun to do. I mean, honestly, I feel like making these houses is just an excuse for buying like big pieces of cookie and then eating them. People always expect me to be very good at these gingerbread houses because I'm relatively artistic, but I am absolutely not good at making them. And I always just try to put as much frosting on as possible so that when I'm eating it, I just have a lot of frosting on the pieces of cookie. But it was fun to make, I don't know. It's now almost 9 o'clock. I did not get my swatches done. I'm gonna just do them tomorrow though. I should probably start editing this video, but I'm really trying to kind of force myself to have moments of just self-care, doing things just for me. So I think I'm gonna play Pokemon for a little bit. Just kind of hang out and do that for a little and then probably go to sleep. I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually really nervous about going to sleep tonight. I don't think I've ever had night terrors 2 nights in a row, so it's actually very irrational of me to be nervous about it. Just last night was not a good situation, and I'm also nervous about taking a lower dosage of my medication, so I'm just feeling a little bit of anxiety about it, but it's okay. I'm gonna try to relax myself a little bit, play Pokemon for a little while, and then I will read and go to bed. But I'll catch up with you guys after I'm done playing so that we can have a little good night chat. All right, I played Pokemon for an hour. I'm feeling good. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm a little nervous to go to sleep, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But I do want to say thank you guys for hanging out for another day. I appreciate you. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.